Okay, so hello everyone. We have a little slightly louder noise today because of some unknown glitches of our sound card. Yeah, pretty not really Linux compatible ASUS Zoner. So if you are planning using this with Linux, you can probably, try to use some other card than that, because it has a pretty bucket of problems, let's say this, with Linux. Okay, so what we are doing today is we will continue on our GUI stuff, and what we also will do is probably, you know what, we actually can whatever. Well, the thing is that today we will try to use Ash containers and V containers, and in order to not write lots of code ourselves, because that would be embarrassing. Okay, so also we maybe will try initial renowned stuff, but I don't really know. Okay, so let's start then. So here, let us go to our main scene here, and let's just zoom in, because this is a pretty weird note to look at. This is pretty weird, but okay. Now, in order to do our stuff, we will need to first train our V container skills. So in order for this to start with this, let's do this. Let's go to unstarted. Here you see something. And I actually wanna redo this part, because how it does it now, it is pretty inefficient. Okay, so if we see this, yeah, this is pretty much not how you wanna do this stuff. Okay. Okay. Great. Now, how to do this via Arch containers and V containers? Oh, by the way, I have completely forgotten. Wait a little bit. I will just hook up a chat. Okay. Now it should work, so I can see everything that you write to me, hopefully. It is not displayed on your display because I do this not on a virtual monitor but instead on my real one. And by the way, this is kinda a little bit of a challenge here, how to fit it. Okay. It looks like we have some problems with YouTube. Let's go to our stuff. Okay, but for some reason, I don't know, but for some reason it refuses to connect with YouTube chat. Well, this is a little bit embarrassing, but you know, that's okay. Yes. Okay, now we are ready to continue probably. Always on top. Okay. I said always on top. This is interesting. But whatever, I guess. For some reason they just can't be on the same. Oh, I know what's going on here. Okay. Now it is okay. Well, sorry, new format. Shit happens. Okay. Now I probably can't see everything. Now let's do some child node, and this time it will be each how it is, each container, each box container. No, actually v container, right? We want a v box container. Okay, create. Now when we have a wonderful vbox container, let's see what functions does it have. So how do we actually work with this? Add spacer based by a class for box containers, align mode aligned, public methods, add spacer, bool begin. Okay. Arrange child controls vertically or horizontally and rearrange the controls automatically when the minimum size changes. Okay, and there is not much, you know, info, not much more info on this. So actually what we should do here, as I suppose, we will reparent this. Okay. But we also need to change some settings, obviously. No, it pretty much arranges everything right, but okay. First of all, we will need to drag this. Okay, and Z, Control Z. Okay, so here's a little bit of a problem that we face. We need to lock them into position, right? So how do we lock things? This is how. And one more. Okay, so now we have a little bit of glitches here, obviously, which is not the most, you know, pleasant thing, but well, okay. Great. Now when we have all this stuff locked in place, we can just move this. Okay. And this should do this, right? Maybe a little bit smaller on this side, but this should be it, right? Okay. So now what we need to do, we need to edit our scripts so that you no longer update position by yourself. Toggle command, and also this, but actually no, actually we can just do this. Okay. And do a pass instead. Okay. What's wrong with you? Oh, I know what's wrong with you. This is what's wrong. Okay. Now it shouldn't update its position by script, but it should update its position by VBox container magic, you know. So let's actually do this. Let's actually do this. And start our thingy. Okay. Now, because we screwed up our hierarchy, we actually need to change our path here, right? And actually let's do this right away. VBox container start project, and the same thing here. Okay. Now if we do our stuff, let's select okay. So where it is? This in project manager. Okay. Now this should be it. Let's do this again. And everything sorts of work, right? Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing with nodes and their paths, right? You just need, it is not really flexible, unfortunately. Or at least I don't know how to do it in a flexible way. Okay, now we start everything starts. Okay, now actually I have some thoughts on this stuff, you know, here, adoption costs and so on. And I think that the thing that we are doing here is kind of crappy, you know. And what needs to be done instead is we probably just need you know, link buttons, not these big ones, but the buttons that look like hyperlink, right? However, I don't really know if you can customize their behavior. Well, the problem here is that we probably, well, I will just try to make it in one line, okay? So that maybe we will need to make this screen a little bit broader, but let's just do this because I don't like how it looks. Okay. No. Let's go here, let's go at the start project, and let's actually do the same thing here, right? Do the Control A thingy here, and we will just add VBox container, create. Okay, now this we will do here, and we will parent everybody. We will parent everybody to this thing. Okay. We'll parent everybody to this thingy, but that's not everything that we will need to do. As in previous case, we actually will need to destroy all these buttons. Because we won't use them, and we will try to use link buttons instead. Okay. Okay, let's lock this in place like the previous ones. And let's move them as a whole. Okay. Great. Now everything probably we will need some symbol for costs, right? I don't really know. Maybe just some button, right? We will need some, maybe some icon, right? We will just need some little icon here, and we will use this as a to node link. Can it be done? Well, probably can. Now, if only I could, just just have these buttons fixed. In place on the side of, wait, on this side, right? This would be a perfect place for buttons. Well, we probably can do this. However, there is some problem when you're parenting. Let me think about this. No, there won't be problem when parenting buttons to labels, because unlike the previous case, when we had troubles when buttons were not rendering when they are out of the labels area. Yeah, This was a glitch caused by auto-wrapping, but now these things won't be wrapped, right? So we can actually just ignore this. Okay, so if this is the case, we can just do our texture button here, right? Or just a child node, and we will do texture button. Okay. And if we place it somewhere here, then it won't be a problem at all. However, it can still not be aligned perfectly, which is a concern. Actually. Well, we actually could, you know, use VBox container here, but we probably just don't have options. Maybe we have. Oh no, we don't want VBox containers. Sorry about this. We want an Ashbox container. Well, this was unfortunate. Create. Okay. And yeah. Okay. Sysflux maybe. Now let's try to, well, we have an icon PNG here, which is just a Godot thingy, right? So we can just try and play with it. Normal, load, and this icon open. Okay, but the problem with this is that it is too large, and I can't, you know, Maybe keep aspect. No, I can't reset it. Let's see. Now I can. But you see, on resizel, it doesn't keep his minimal size. I wanna, yeah, because it is just pressed towards the. It is just pressed towards against the wall, right? And this is not right. So is there an option to prevent this? Let's see. Here we can just do our minimal size thingy. For example, 100. No, 100 is too large. 10. 10x, 10y. Okay. Well, this is too small, obviously. Now, what about 20, 20, 20, 20, and this is almost good. Maybe 20, 25, 25. Yeah, sort of. Okay, now let's put it this way. Okay, let's align it a little bit better, but okay. Great. Now this will be just our to note button with a placeholder texture. Great. Unfortunately, it is right now on the thingy that doesn't need this, but we can easily manage. Can actually easily fix this. Okay. Adoption, usage, adoption, dev. These are three things that needs to have this button. So let's Control D and go to usage. Let's go with 0 here. Let's center this. Okay. and the same operation will go for everyone, right? Control D. Let's go to adoption. Control D. Let's go to dev. Okay. Now here 0, and here also 0. Okay, and we don't actually need this here, so we can just delete this. Okay. Now, but this looks better, right? This looks better than it was before. Okay. So, what are we doing now when we are done with all this H and V box containers? We actually can write a script for our texture button here, right? But also we can what to do. This is a hard question. Let's see. Let's see. Product GUI, initial renown, contributors, development users. Well, for now this is not critical, I would say. So actually we already have development nodes, so we can Control X, Control V, say yes, because we have already done them. Okay. Now. This one will actually just co-evolute with everyone else. Initial renown system. Should we go for this? Actually, I have already prepared some math on this, but we will need to rewrite our mixer node code a little bit for this to work and rebalance it, right? Also for this one, yeah, because we actually want our users to go not from, you know, all Earth population, but from the population that knows about your stuff, right? Yeah, with renown simulated and fame increasing and so on and so forth. Then this one is actually just a ratio which will go which is updated just like, you know, users times some ratio, and that's it. Development users is a kind of tricky thing that actually when we are going, for example, we are developing OpenCAD, right? For example, OpenCAD users, right? They're not users in the context, in our usual context here, right? They're not normal end users, they're not producer users, they are developer users, because they need your OpenCAD only because they try to develop some stuff, right? And this one is one more trick that goes for our economy, right? So what to do here? What to do here? What to do here? What to do here? This I just mean that these three topics are quite large, and I probably don't really want to do them now. But I also don't have a smaller topic to work on today. So probably I will just stop now and continue after a little break, maybe a large one, and so this is it, right? So for now we can actually just test out our reworked GUI, right? And actually we need to hide it, and yeah, we will update our stuff in our repository. Okay, well, I will stop for now, but I will continue a little bit later, okay? Thanks for watching.